Alright, guys, it's been a while, and I've been home for a good minute. And though I really enjoy the time with the parentals, it's time to get back to DC. And so much has happened to the car since the last video. But even back on this trip, I got rear-ended, and then all sorts of things started to happen. The car has a new clutch now. I do think that was because of the accident. Very hard to prove, but we'll talk all about that at the end of the video. Let's get this thing on the road. But before we get going, I do have one important stop to make. Here we go again. So after the long drive to Atlanta, I do what a reasonable person does and go straight to bed and rest. And then get back on the road. Home sweet home. Whew, what a drive. Car is safe and sound in the parking spot. I'm gonna get this tape off. Whenever the car was hit, my exhaust got messed up, like it rattled super hard. Let me show you guys what that sounds like. Yeah, so that's not good. Alright guys, so to provide the update I was talking about, pretty much the big thing from this trip is that I got rear-ended. That resulted in damage to the bumper that needed to be sprayed. It resulted in, I believe, the clutch getting mixed up, but ultimately that came out of my own pocket, and it resulted in the exhaust being all types of messed up. So kind of the clutch. And you know, I've been reading stuff online, and it is possible that it was just coincidence and it was just the clutch's time. As I said, it had about 45,000 miles on it. I think it's the original clutch, but I just feel like when a clutch goes, you'd be able to feel it going if it was happening naturally. I don't think it just falls off a cliff, which is kind of what happened in this case. Long story short, the insurance company was saying that it was a very long shot that anyone would pay for that clutch, and I needed to get back to DC. I couldn't just hang around and argue with them and bring it to a sort of vendor. Like, I just needed to get it repaired. So I ended up doing that, hoping I could try to get that cost recovered in the back end, but that just did not happen. The bumper being resprayed, got that done really well by Techo, as per usual. He's the master. And then it came to the exhaust. Now the exhaust was a whole vibe, and like Progressive is probably the worst insurance company. I just had the worst experience with them, particularly on getting this exhaust sorted. I'm not going to go into all that now. There will be another video where I talk specifically about how just getting this exhaust right was just a pain, and it was just so embarrassing driving around with this car at low speeds, because it would just rattle, and it sounded like I was just driving a junk heap. And just to kind of give you a preview of what I was dealing with is that, Progressive was trying to say that that was not the result of the accident, and I had to prove that thing happening to my exhaust was a result of the accident. And I was like, how am I supposed to do that? Like, it was, and now it wasn't. So that was a whole ordeal. And yeah, we'll talk about that later. But there's so much other stuff. As I said, guys, it's been 3 months since this last video. We finally got the gas cap sorted, got the paint protection film on. We got the gas cap sorted. We got the paint protection film on. We got the car ceramic coated. I mean, things have been coming along, and I'll try to make videos and give you updates on each of those items. As always, appreciate you guys watching. I'll try to be more consistent with the videos and try to make them pretty cool. Yeah, catch you guys in the next one. Bye.